Good morning. Hello. Boy, it's early. I didn't realize that I got up this early. It's 8 o'clock. I must have gotten up at 7 without realizing what time it was. Anyway, how's everyone? Doing good? I hope so. So, let me just jump into say something about today's poem. It's quite long. I think it's going to be more than 5 minutes. I think it's going to be close to 8. And it's one of my long ones. And it's historical, about Anne Frank. So I'm going to jump right into it. Anne Frank is kind of a hero to me. I feel really bad that she didn't get a chance to live out her life. Not fair. Not fair at all. But then again, life sometimes is not fair. Sometimes it throws you a curve, depending where you live, depending on a lot of things. So here it is. It must have been quite frightening to be Anne Frank. That's the name of it. It must have been quite frightening to be Anne Frank, a young girl that lived once in an attic with some other people, where they hid from all the tyranny that was around at the time. It was World War II, and all of the Jews were rounded up to be exterminated one last time. All over Europe, it was inhumanely done. But a few lifted a finger. If you did, you would be gone. So I can't blame them for not making a sound. One by one, the old ladies, children, even helpless cripples, even if they had sweet dimples. Anne had a father who was very clever. He made a hiding place in his family in an old attic. He trusted a few employees that were loyal and had compassion for their old employer. It reminds me of my life in many ways. You see, I'm a Jew. Take it any way you like it. It's just a tiny fact. I do not make a fuss about it. It's just part of life. A few families that were safe, they all held out for many, many days. Anne wrote a diary that survived to this day. If she had lived, she would have become an author of many books. But for now, we can only look at the one she wrote, all about life in an attic with only a small nook. She told us all about her experiences growing up in these dark times, not even a chance to walk around a nice park. The war was all around them. Finally, towards the end, near Liberation Day, someone snitched, and they were quickly arrested and taken away to concentration camps far away, where the gas chambers were working day in and day, night and night. You don't exactly know if she was put into one, but we do know she died there, and that's the tragedy that became of her. I know you heard them, since no one really can forget. And a girl of 13 was so fragile to last very long, so she died on a cold winter morn like an exterminated rat. That is the way the German people treated us, a stain on them forever. Monsters is what I call them. I wish I could go back in time and help this poor soul, but that would be impossible. Her diary teaches us much to this day, the way Jews were treated, yes. All political prisoners and gypsies, anyone who got in the way. There was much compassion among them in this family of castaways. Otto, the father, survived the war, the only beam of light. Goodbye, my sweet Anne. The heavens have opened up for you long ago, and your family, so you no longer have to be afraid. We are all with you until the end of days. And Anne, one more thing, the war is finally over. The world is no longer as cold as when you lived in that place long, long ago in Amsterdam in an old stinky attic you all called your home. Thank you for letting me share. Not quite a cheery poem, perhaps tomorrow.